Hey, you there. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Forged Alliance Forever. I wanted to start off the new year with a bang, with a high-rated SETON'S game. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players in this 4v4 custom, starting off with Team 1 in the Northeast, ending with Team 2 in the Southwest. Starting off with the air slot here for Team 1, it is Nori. He's going orange, the color orange, as a Seraphim, and he is a 2400. Going first land. To his west in forest green, we have Early Doors going first land as a Seraphim. Very fitting name for the new year, going through the early doors, and he is a 1600 in the beach slot. In the land slot or center causeway slot, we have VIP. I wonder if he's going to be a very important person in this game. Going first land as another Seraphim for his team, and he is in ruby red as a 1900. And in the cliff spot here for Team 1 in light oak tan, we have Owl's Pole going first land as a third Seraphim for his team. That's a Seraphim on Team 1, and he is a 1200 going first land. So for Team 1 side of things, we have 3 Seraphim and 1 Cyber, no Aeon or no Aeon to speak, Aeon or UEF, there we go, to speak of. In the southwest section of the map, we have Team 2. Let's start off with the player on his way to the central causeway. It is Foley. He is in the landslide here for his team. He is a 2400 going Chevy Crimson, and he is going land all day. And again, he is a 2400. And to his west in Snow White, we have the Cybern player of PMB Miz. That's how you say that last part. Going first land, second air as a Cybern in the cliff spot. He is a 1300 going air to try to drop off, of course, to his island to the north. And in the air slot here for Team 2, it is LKH going first land as another Cybern for his team. He is in Imperial Gray, and he is a 1300. And last but not least, here for Team 2, in the beach slot, we have the player already on the move. We have Kuwak. Okay, hold on. I have to read it. Hold on. Kuwa Klem. Kuwa Klem. Kleb. Kuwa, I'm going to call him Kuwa for short. He's going first land, second air as a Seraphim in Regal Purple, and he is a 2000 rated player. Let's go ahead, of course, take a look at the mass currently still on the map. We have 13,200. Decent amount of mass, of course, most of it residing in the middle of the map in that central causeway. We already have 2 comms about ready to scoop all of that juicy mass up. And of course, in terms of mass points, well, this is a non-Neuroxis map generated map, which means all the mass points are the same every single time, and everyone knows, of course, there's a couple of mass points kind of dotted around, but it's mainly built around mass fab farms, RAS comms, that sort of thing. And we already have plasma being thrown at one another in the middle, with comms on the way in the form of Early Doors and Kuwa. That is the new meta. If you haven't watched a SETON'S game in a while, SETON'S is having the beach player come and assist. Team 1 gets a slight advantage in the beach player slot because they do get a little bit closer walking distance to the Salem Rex here on that northern beach. But we do see the comms starting to navigate into that position as well. We can see they're scooping up all of those. I think they're Titans. I think these are Titans. And then I think these are Rhino. No. Oh, they kind of look like Rhinos. I think those are Rhinos. Yeah. It was definitely UEF versus Cybern in the middle, if I remember correctly. Anyway, we have, again, those Salem Rex. They're worth a decent, pretty penny. Almost 1,000 mass per wreck. But each of the Titan Rex, the smaller unit Rex, are worth, between 100 and 300. So if you scoop up 4 or 5, it's about the same as if you scooped up one of those Salems. And of course, most players start with the middle one first, because usually what happens is the southern team gets the one on the left, the northern team gets the one on the right, and then the one in the middle is kind of fought over. So the Seraphim comm of VIP goes after the middle one first, and then now they'll share the one on the left, which means Team 1 gets definitely the better share of the mass reclaim here on the middle. And then we have the comm of Early Doors just skipping this to come and engage the enemy commander of Foley here. We should see it. There he is, the comm of Kuwa coming in to assist. Again, it's a 2v1 scenario, about to be 2v2. Pings go down to notify probably Team 1 that, hey, there is another comm here. Plasma being thrown at one another, and it is not going to stop. VIP has taken a significant amount of damage, though, dropping into the yellow sub 8,000 hit points. Foley has taken some damage, but he still has almost 9,000 hit points. VIP focusing on the smaller units first, trying to get some veterancy. I don't blame him there. He wants to get that upgrade to his commander so he has more hit points and more regen. We have some units coming in from him as well, coming in from the east. A couple of them did go on the water, very interestingly, but VIP is just going to try to hide in the water for now. But wait, where's he going? He's not. Hold on, I'm going to turn off all the icons. But he's not going to. Is he going to go into the water? I mean, you would think, but no, he just keeps, kind of walking that fine line between underneath the water and not. Of course, we have Foley here. He's under the water. They're going after the Regal Purple player of Kuwa. But VIP still, now he comes out of the water and he'll scoop up that Salem wreck. These units are being blapped away, and we have the combo Foley coming out of the water once again to assist his teammate. Lots of fire going between these two teams, lots of incoming plasma and bolts and whatnot, rounds and whatever names you want to call them for shots. But VIP has, doesn't even have a lot of hit points left. Has 2,000 hit points, and I don't think he doesn't have veterancy yet. Early doors doesn't. None of the players in the middle have veterancy, and just units firing at one another. VIP goes for a gun upgrade. Can Team 2 see that? They're about to. They do see that the comm is starting an upgrade, and they're like, if you zoom in very closely, you can see which upgrade it is. It's a little bit more pronounced on one side of the comm or the other. But pings go down saying, hey, there is an incoming. Early doors is retreating, but Foley's going to go straight for it. Is this going to be a murder-suicide situation here? Drops below 1,100, 500. Let's see. Cancel the upgrade, 100, and he gets killed off. Foley has 1,800 hit points, gets a veterancy. It says, I am out of here. 7 minutes in this game. The comm of VIP, the land player for Team 1, has been eliminated pretty early. He is a 1,900. That was very ambitious to go for that. Thanks, says VIP. I drop ACU, lots of Team 1 air. I don't know why he said pay attention next time, says VIP. Yeah, next time, says VIP. I do notice in a lot of the replays, VIP does play SETON'S a lot, so I'm kind of interested why he went for that. You would think that he would have fallen back maybe to back here and gone for the upgrade and come back. But I feel like that was kind of a risk, to be fair. Kill him, says VIP, fully, repping up back to 2,000 hit points. We have the comm of Uwa dropping below 27, so maybe he was talking about him. But we have an bomber on the way here. Unfortunately, it's not going to get a whole lot of work done. It does get shot out of the sky. We have naval expansion starting to occur both in the south and in the north. E3 upgrade going down here for the player of Nori. Very interestingly. Usually you don't see that a lot. Usually you just see kind of just upgrading the air facility. He has T2. He's going T3 here pretty shortly. In the south, we do see T3 almost finished here for Team 2's LKA, so he'll have a slight advantage in the air game for now. And he's producing a transport. Where? Hello, sir. Where are you going? Sir, where are you going? I like how the comm just kind of hangs there. It's kind of a very interesting sight. Where is he going? Well, he's going this way. He's being dropped off on the side island. What is this nonsense? I don't think I've seen this kind of play. I have seen drops. I have seen that sort of thing with engineers. Never with the commander, but with T3 on board that commander, what that allows for is, extra hit points and building T2 PD if he was UEF, he could build T3. And it's just, allows him to survive longer. Does Team 2 see this? No, they do not see this. This drop is going to be a surprise. There's a transport in the corner for some weird reason. They are pushing the middle causeway as they, players usually do if they have a 2-to-1 advantage. I feel like Kuwa could just retreat and go back to base and, focus on eco, focus on getting that naval production up and ready. T3 has been finished here in the form of air. At 9 minutes I don't think that's early for Setons. I think that's pretty normal. I don't know. I don't remember the exact times. Setons and Dual Gap are those games that people like can have it down to by the second. But Nori drops. It is a aggressive con drop here. Gonna immediately reclaim anything and everything. Scooping all those engineers up, preventing any T1 PD from being spammed up. A couple of units are on this island as well. And it does look like it has been spotted, but unfortunately, no, that gun is in range. Not in range, but it is at an angle in which it can fire. But it's going after the land facilities to try to diminish the ability for Nori to establish himself. He gets a T2 PD online as well, but unfortunately, it is a direct line of sight weapon, and so they won't be able to shoot those T1 PD that are being spammed up. Nori will engage them directly. He has 15,000 hit points and 30 hit points a second regen. Not a lot of engineers left on this island, and it does look like he will claim it. That is a huge, huge advantage here for Team 1's air player of Nori. Getting that extra mass income, getting that huge advantage. It's going to essentially force Team 2 to engage him constantly and allow Team 1's early doors to come in and assist and take out a lot of the naval facilities. Granted, there's only 2. But, force the naval engagement in the naval production facilities rather than in the middle of the ocean where they're far away from any of that infrastructure. Very, very interesting drop. Haven't seen that before. I might steal that if I'm ever air player. Might steal that idea. I don't know. It is super risky, though. That's the thing. Because Team 2 could easily come in, build some bombers, build some gunships, and just mow him down. I mean, the smarter play would just be to capture, which he is, I think. Yeah. Oh, no, he just reclaimed. He didn't. That's kind of weird. You would think he would just capture. No, maybe reclaiming would be better. I'd go back with ACU. You okay with that fully? Well, he's going to have to be because you're already on your way. He has a nice front line here. It does look like early doors is a little bit more established with a couple of TMD and some Utashalas, those T2 PD. Again, very similar situation here on the western side. And, of course, eventually in the middle causeway, it essentially just goes down to we'll just sit here and wait kind of thing. Usually the frontline players kind of retreat, and the naval comes in and takes out all their infrastructure and goes, it's fine. We have some interceptors over the top of that comm. T2 radar is established to help assist with early warning system. Doesn't give you a whole lot of warning, but gives you enough to kind of be able to play with. We have T2 Navy is now on the cards here. I would like to see maybe some cruisers. He's going for Salem's first. Yeah, I understand where the idea is coming from. You want to get that artillery fire onto this base here in the middle. I would also like to see some cruisers built up to assist the defense of Nori. I mean, he's kind of isolated by himself. Reclaiming immediately that T1 factory. That is the benefit with a T3 upgrade to that commander is it increases the speed at which you reclaim. So makes it a lot easier. But we had a drop coming out from Team 2's Cool Wa. I want to say the rest of his name, but I probably won't. Going after the side island here. Team 1's side island was stolen. So both of the side islands were stolen in this game. Team 2's beach player in the form of Kuwa gets the island, and Team 1's air player, very weird. Figured that'd be the beach player, but it's not. Gets the side island there. We have a cruiser on board here. A cruiser? Oh, produce cruiser, says Kuwa. Yeah, he's throwing those missiles at you. In terms of naval pressure, it's not really one-sided yet. I mean, T2 is on the cards here for Team 1. Team 2 doesn't have that. But not really that. I mean, impressive isn't the word I would use. It's just kind of there. We see some ASFs kind of flying around, taking out some interceptors. Don't really know why. There's really nothing to go after. Foley says why. Yeah, exactly why. In the west here, we have T2 Naval Facility is online producing those Salem's. We have a cruiser online to assist in dealing with any air nonsense. We do see a couple of T1 Torp and T2 Torps with a shield. Of course, these Seraphim shields are really good and very annoying to deal with, especially if you have to bombard them with artillery or missiles. But Bomb Engineer says VIP. throw some missiles at this, take this position out. This is the only thing stopping Team 1 from rolling over the cliff position here in the west. And usually it's the beach position that usually ends up getting overrun as time goes on. But as of right now, it's looking like it's more like the beach players have the advantage. Well, beach/air players have the advantage over the cliff players, which is very flipped with the normal go of things. A bunch of angry, annoyed, happy, annoyed units here. Mr. Death, Gareth, Total Chewy, AFK. I don't know what's up with the naming mod, but they're going after that T2 destroyer. That thing is gonna die. T2 destroyers are strong, of course, but against a large force, not so much. T2 is on station here for the beach player of Kuwa. Of course, air facilities are being pumped out, and a decent-sized naval force is pushing its way in. We have a couple of T2 Salems going after T1 frigates, and of course, in terms of the numbers game, Team 2 is winning slightly amount. We do see torp bombers as well. That will definitely assist in terms of holding off Team 1's navy. They need to deal with this, especially with that calm on that island. The fact that he still hasn't had artillery thrown. He's built his own Utashala kind of on the cliff edge so he can target whatever's in the water. I would love to see artillery if he wants to keep this position alive. I would love to see at least one more additional shield. Maybe he's focused on a little more air production. I don't blame him there. Biplane out to kind of get a nice view on things. Always good. ASF coming in to deal with those torp bombers going after those Salems. Another group of Salems is on station. Unfortunately here for Team 2's cliff player of, who is that? PMB. He still has that naval facility, still pumping out all those destroyers, but unfortunately the numbers are not with him, and the tech is not with him in terms of how many units and whatnot. He does have support in the air from his teammate of LKH, but it's not a lot of support. There's not any cruisers in this mix, which would be, the high-value targets from those bombers. There is a cruiser on station now, but, you can see how many shots it comes off of these frigates and destroyers just to take out one cormorant. It just takes a while. With that cruiser, it's going to be a lot better here for Team 1's naval player and land player, I guess, in this game of early doors. Missiles being launched here against Foley. Of course, Buzzkill's not super great at taking out a large amount of missiles. He would probably benefit from the Aeon, which there is no Aeon in this game. Just to point out, so apologies to those who are, of course, followers, or, yeah, not followers, what is it called? Devout servants of the princess. Maybe that's the word I want to use. T2 destroyers and cruisers being pumped out here by this one facility. We have a couple more lining the coast here, but it's cliff player, at least Team 1 is doing a little bit better than Team 2, for now at least. It does look like he has taken out the side island, but hasn't been able to claim it as of yet. I don't think he will. If he does, it won't last very long because Team 2 could easily come in and deal with that. But we have cruisers on station as well as a very forward facility producing those Team 1 engineers for reclaim. I would like to see a frigate mixed in there too, just to kind of have some defensive measures. I know, of course, this is the main force up here to the north. All the facilities along the cliff edge have been taken out. We do have, of course, the beach one, which is perfectly fine, just kind of hanging out for now. T2 destroyers are the name of the game here. It needs that firepower on station quickly. We have more destroyers here to the north here for early doors to bombard this position. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of that Foley can do. He's trying to hold them back. He has T3 Ravagers to force these missile launchers back, and he's sending in his T1 units to support. Early doors is being bombarded by missiles, but he is on the move, so he should be fine for now. And a large naval fleet is being established and, staying alive. That's the more important part. We have a lot of the frigates acting as the shield for these higher value units in terms of the cruisers and the destroyers. Early doors wants this position out. Foley has been forced into the water, not forced himself. That'd be weird. But a couple of units in the middle going after those facilities. We have T1 torpedo launchers, not really, again, going to do a whole lot. It's good for, a couple of units, but when you have more than, 4, it's not really great, especially if they're T2. Team 1 is winning the mass game here at 60 mass even per second. Team 2 slightly behind at 585. Only starting tactical missile. And that's very interesting. Don't know what he's going to do with that. Maybe just try to bombard his opponent in the land slot. We have frigates. This is Nori. We have, again, destroyers. The destroyers are being shot at by some artillery. The artillery focusing on the T2 naval headquarters. They're going to take out... Oh, they almost took out a cruiser there. This position needs to be taken out here, Team 2's PMB. That is the main target. That is the most annoying thing right now for you, is this thing. Yeah, there's a fleet inbound, but if you can at least knock this out, that's better than nothing. Because he's being more and more annoying. Artillery right here? Are you serious? Like, that sucks to deal with. And you can't really build shields on the water because you're Cybran, so you need to deal with that sooner rather than later. But tactical missile has been finished by Foley. And he's going to start to load that as he walks to the east. I wonder where he's going with it. Maybe he'll just bombard the cliff player of Owl's Pole. But of course we have a bunch of ships just running around or swimming around here in this ocean. Lots of cruisers are online, and we have destroyers coming in after them. And destroyers coming to intercept as well. Direct fire weapons to the north here from Team 2's Kuwa, excuse me, not Awa. And this thing is still not dead. There it goes. It wasn't dead. Of course, at 1 HP, they do 100% of their damage, so you got to make sure you kill them and kill them dead. And at 21 minutes in this game, let me know who do you think is going to currently win. We have Team 1 with 3 players left, Team 2 with 4 players left. We have Team 1's air player of Nori in a very interesting position in the west side of the map in that side island. That should belong to the cliff player. And the cliff player here in the east is being bombarded. He's still alive for now. Same kind of thing, of course, with Team 2. There's a transport being pinged aggressively here. We have the position of Early Doors' front line just kind of gone. He is engaging here in the south here against Team 2's Foley's main base. But, I mean, again, the middle causeway doesn't do a whole lot after, 15 or so minutes. But again, let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win. And again, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you're enjoying the new year. And if you haven't hit that sub button, if you've been watching my content for a while, make it a momentous occasion by hitting that sub button and ringing in the new year with a subscription to the channel. It's free. And we like free stuff, especially in this economy. We like free stuff. I like free stuff, at least. I feel like everybody does, but, that could just be me. Anyway, and I think I was okay until your mid dropped me. I pinged, no reaction. Don't know what's going on with that, GG. Again, anyway, we have a comm being attached to a transport, and we have another comm drop on the cards here from Foley. So Nori and Foley, the 2400s in this game, just comm dropping everywhere. They don't care. They want to try stuff, lol, says Nori. I think he's talking about that drop. He is inbound T1AA trying to shoot at him, but it's not going to do a whole lot. He has T3, and he has a missile launcher. He's going to produce some T1 PD to take out some early structures. And we have some cruiser support as well for AA. So this position, they can't move instantly, says Nori. Don't know what he's talking about there. But this position is going to be maybe not as good as the position to the west, but, it could get there as time goes on. Starting to get that land incursion, that Normandy drop going on the cards here for Team 2's Foley getting a shield to protect himself. Very good move here. Has some PD to protect himself while he builds the shield, and will build some facilities to pump out some units and just annoy the cliff player. Both the cliff players are suffering quite heavily, though. Yeah, but you could have helped the weakest player from getting double teamed by their 2 strongest. Lol, says Nori. But anyway, we have the artillery just raining in on this position and attacking the infrastructure of the cliff player of PMB. And we have a bunch of Salem's doing the same thing as well. This position will fall here very shortly. It's not going to last. Not going to last them unless the nuke comes in and kills everything. It's not going to last very long. But Foley has the drop going on. We have the comm of Owl's Pole going T2, and he's establishing his position quite nicely. Going to get a radar, a T3 at that, just to see everything going on this northern side. Is Team 1's air player having some sort of response? Looks like the T1 bombers being established as we speak. I don't know, are those strat bombers? Are those regular bombers? T1 bombers. Oh, those are strap bombers. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Foley, you got to get out of there. You're going to get bombed. Again, this position's still holding on. Home doesn't have a lot more hit points. A lot of assists are going down to that facility just to hold off this incoming threat, but that's a lot of Salem's. They're not going to last very long. They should not have 6, actually. They are still... What are they talking about? Destroy mid. They got 5 mexes, 6. Yeah, VIP says destroy mid to his teammates. They're talking about Foley. We have ASFs fighting over the forward operating base of Foley. And he's producing some T3 AA as well. But he notices there are some strap bombers inbound. He's got to move. Bombs inbound, taking out the shield. He has to dodge. Foley, you got to dodge. Bombs inbound, takes the comm down to, let's see, 12,000 hit points. The shield is down. And then we have T1 bombers coming in to finish off the job. More bombers inbound. Oh, these bombers back inbound. Second run. Drops his comm. Oh, 6,000. He's able to dodge most of those incoming bombs. But there's a lot of T1 bombers just going to be thrown at Foley to force him to not be able to establish any sort of defensive position, and Foley's just going to dodge and dodge and dodge for as long as he can. Engineers trying to do what they can. We have T1 Lobo running around the map, a couple of Lobos going after Mexes further inland, but it does look like Team 2 is able to hold off most of those bombers, and maybe Foley will be able to get the shield or something online. 6,000 hit points left. We'll establish that shield right quick. He needs to finish sooner rather than later. And those bombers are redirected towards other targets. Or maybe they'll go kind of for a looping pass or something, or a hook pass. But unfortunately, the position has been re-solidified once again. And T2 flak now going on station here for Foley. That was a very, very just tense. Just very, very tense. Seeing if he was killed off or not. But of course, we have a couple of gunships being thrown against these Salems. There's not a lot of AA, of course, in this mix, so these units will die to those quite quickly. There are cruisers starting to come into range. Team 2's air needs to come in and defend these gunships. It's the only thing keeping Foley's base alive. Of course, we have cruisers just wrecking the coastline, at cliffside. We have a couple of PGens going on the way here for PMB. What's going on over here? What is this? Like, what is this? T3 heavy artillery installation built on the smallest landmass in the game. Very far forward in terms of his team. I'm just, what? That's my response to that. We'll check and see if that actually finishes. But that position, which I mentioned should have been taken out ages ago, is still alive somehow. So, don't know. I mean, Foley, at least his position was attacked. He's still alive for now, but I don't think that's going to... I mean, if he stays here, I don't think that'll last very long. We have, of course, Nori. We have some gunships here. He's building a chicken, so he's going to have a land installed here pretty soon. But I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to exert some control over. We have the beat cliff player of Alice Pole completely knocked out. He has one T2 Mechs and one T1 Mechs to his name. That is it. Essentially, he is knocked out of this game, and it's a 4v2. And we have, of course, both the bases of Foley and PMB being bombarded by some Salems here in the little cove. We have a bunch of whalers still being produced here to try to knock these things out. Couple of... I think the cruisers are... Oh, there's one cruiser left standing. Oh, there's another one back here. These need to get in there and deal with those cruisers first. And how's the artillery going? Well, it's in the red still. It's going to pop into the yellow here pretty shortly. But you played versus nothing, says Foley. Why is your eco so crap, says him as well. Let's see what he's talking about. In terms of eco, we have Team 2's Foley at 103. Well, a lot of it has been knocked out, to be fair. We have PMB at 127. To be fair, a lot of that eco has been knocked out. We have LKH at almost 400, and Kuwa, who has had no damage and has now established himself on that island once again, is at 200. So, I mean, there is some claims to say, hey, you're not doing as well as you probably should be. Of course, we have Alice Pole at 14, Nori at 500 even, and Early Doors at 290. So, in terms of the total mass, Team 1 is not slightly behind Team 2, and a lot of that just comes down to the fact that one of the players has been completely knocked out. But they're hoping that that chicken that comes in and assists will be able to knock out Team 2 from this, Normandy invasion that's going on. And to at least be able to force Foley back and forth. He goes, oh, that's a chicken. I got to get out of here. I have shield. But he got rid of his tactical missile, and he's going, you know, just trying to go for survivability. Don't blame him there, especially when he's that far forward. He recognized the threat, like, oh, that's a lot of things that can shoot at me. I should probably move, and I should probably build some shields to protect myself. And what's better than my own personal shield? But a ton of cruisers are in this cove here, just bombarding the shields. Early doors building a crab as we speak, that long range, slow walking crab to be able to hit something in the water. We have bombers inbound. Foley is retreating. There's a transport nearby, and Foley wants to get out of this sooner rather than later, and I don't blame him there. No ASF are in the area, and ASF do come in and protect the combo Foley to make sure he gets out of there without any issues, and he will drop safely into the water. Hill says a VIP is going after that. I think the radar, I think, is what they're going after. But Team 1 bombers are coming in. They take out a couple of, well, actually only one TMD, but that's really it. And we have a gunship acting as the anti-air here for Foley. Isn't doing a lot of damage, but again, something's better than nothing. The shield is staying online for now, but it's going to fall pretty soon if those bombers are not dealt with, and they are pretty quickly. T1 bombers going after those chickens, the chicken. And the chicken is in range, of course, to deal with these cruisers. Takes out one of them, and it's going to start to crest the edge of that cliffside and start wrecking shop against Team 2's cruisers here in the water. Of course, cruisers very useful, anti-air, and of course the Seraphim and UEF variety have the missile launchers on board that just launch and launch and launch and do not stop launching. They have an infinite amount of missiles in those boats, and they just will not stop. The chicken stops moving and takes a decent amount of hits. Team 2 is still throwing stuff at their opponent. We have Team 1's Owl's Pole has T2 fully ring mix. And I think he's going for, no, he's going for T3. I would assume he goes for RAS at some point just to kind of, you know, get some eco going. But it does look like Foley is going to move to the west now. That's his new target. Knock out early doors from that land position. More units sitting in the cove here. Everything got transferred over to Foley, and then everything got transferred back over to PMB. A couple of air facilities over here going T2 for Cormorants, I guess. I don't know why he's doing that, but okay. And how's the air grid in the rear here for Team 1? Well, it's looking pretty nice, pretty plump. I would like a couple more shields, like at least one right here, to kind of protect some of those PGens. But, you know, everything needs to be protected, essentially. And everyone knows I say more shields, and more shields. How's the artillery going here in the west? That thing is in the green. 31 minutes in this game. Nori, what a mad lad he is. Like, look at this. Like, this is my island. This is my island. This is my island, and I'm sitting here. Mine. Go away. This is ridiculous. Look at this. This is just... I don't think I've ever seen this particularly. I mean, he's building a T3 Pigeon as well. This is his island. He's not going anywhere. He is staying here. This is ridiculous. But that artillery is going to be in range. Because normally, of course, Team 3 artillery can hit most... I think the Seraphim gets a better range. But it can hit almost everything on the map. That's going to go straight for that air grid. And it should. I think if he built it back here, it can't reach. I think he had to build it like here or something. But still, that's a lot better, safer position than this. But since he owns the Navy, at least the water section of things, there goes the artillery. It is going for that air grid. And that is going to hurt. Team 2 needs to respond to that sooner rather than later. And early doors was knocked out in that talking about over there. Apologies for missing it. He was knocked out by all of those missiles coming in to kill him. Foley does have still the shield on board, so it was just mainly from the player of Kawa. So now it's a 2v4 in favor of Team 2. Owl Paus has given everything over to his teammate. At least he didn't have much to begin with anyway. So it's just Nori versus the world here. Let's just zoom out and look at this. All the orange versus all the other colors in the south. How's that artillery doing? Well, it's almost taken out a couple of those P-Gens, and once those go, the air grid is gone. There's one shield protecting all of these mass extractors and barely covers that T3 air headquarters. More shields are being built. Seraphim are better than Aeon, and UEF are better than Cybern, and Seraphim are better than UEF shields. But, and those engineers are being killed off. They can't produce shields fast enough. And they need more build power here. There's not really a whole lot, to be fair. Oh, it does impact the shield. Doesn't get the P-gens. That's what Nori wants. He wants the cascade explosions from the volatile P-gens that they are. Okay, this one's going to land in. Nice placement. Oh, this one's almost dead. Almost sub 1,000 hit points. One more good artillery. Probably like right on top of this P-gen would take everything out. It takes the shield out. Still surviving, though. Trying to watch for everything, of course. And let's see what's going on in the east. Nothing really a whole lot. And essentially, both the middle causeway and the cliff positions have been completely eradicated. Team 2 is holding on for now, but isn't lasting very long. PMB pretty much under threat. Tactical nuke being built by Foley. He built the tactical missile very quickly. I look away, I come back, and he already is building the tac nuke. He's building the Billy nuke. The Mad Lad, if you watched last video, yesterday's video, we saw another UEF comm do nasty things with that Billy nuke. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Just for that section specifically, he was a mad lad. That's one way to put it. Just not a crazy person, but just very ballsy. The cojones on that guy. But anyway, the artillery has taken out some of that air grid, not all of it. And we have the secondary air grid in the middle, not even shielded. Probably should fix that there, LKH, because need to protect your investment. And it does look like Nori has switched over to this section as well. Doesn't hit any of the P-gens, but takes out a couple of those. Well, a lot of the hit points on a couple of those air facilities. Let's see, the next one lands, almost takes out a P-gen, but PFB has been killed off by Nori. Probably just due to all the incoming fire from the Navy side of things. It's now it's a 3v2 in favor of Team 2. First kill of the game for Team 1. Oh, artillery takes out only an air facility. A lot of P-gens are taking a lot of hits, though. But the Cybern, of course, their faction bonus is they regen. Oh, there's one P-gen. They automatically regen no matter what. They don't even need veterancy on them. I think that's just that's all the units. That's everything. They're self-repairing units and structures. And I don't think that middle position will last very long. We have some Rascoms in the water scooping up boats. That's a very interesting strategy. Just going to reclaim them versus trying to destroy them with artillery or whatnot. I heard a Billy nuke in the north. Here it is. It has taken out this core mechs position here for Nori that once belonged to early doors. And the artillery is still going strong, just hanging out up here. We have a lot of that's a lot of PD. This guy, he has AA, he has TMD, TMD, at least I think he does. He doesn't have any TMD. That's very surprising. You'd think he built at least one or two of them. He has artillery, AA, he has some Utashalas, which I think he got rid of. I think he got rid of his Utashalas. Anyway. That is just the mad lad over there. I mean, 2,400, you got to do something to keep this game interesting. We have some lower ranked players and some higher ranked players. So it just kind of gets a nice, interesting kind of breadth of how players think, at what ratings. And of course, we have a couple of nuclear battleships here from the Seraphim player of Kuwa. How's his eco doing? He's at 500, so he's getting a lot better in terms of that eco generation. We have Foley at 300. Of course, a lot of that has been taken out. And we have LKH at 400. We have Nori at 800. And in terms of mass, Team 2 is outperforming them 4-3, meaning for every 4 mass Team 2 gets, Team 1 gets 3 mass per second. And we have a huge bomber wing inbound T2 cormorants. I think they're going after, sorry, not T2 cormorants, they are T2 Uosios. And we have Foley launching his own missile, trying to land it nearby. Oh, gets redirected, and that Comma Foley is suffering a lot of torpedo hits. Where is the AA? Where is the humanity? Where are the bulwarks? Oh, they're not here. There's no AA in the area. And Foley is going to die here at 37 minutes in this game. It's now a 2v2. Teleporter coming online here for Owl's Pole. And that air fight is not going to be big. You need to turn around. You need to turn around. Oh, that's got to hurt. You should have turned around and engaged. You would have won that air fight there, LKH. That air was won, then strat him, but no, says Foley. I mean, yeah, that would work. You do have some AA to fight through, but not a whole lot. Couple of cruisers too, but you know, in terms of T3 AA versus and cruisers. Sorry, I'm just not as good as you, says LKH. LKH says VIP. That's not the point. You has more ASF and cruisers. We even have the opponent of VIP saying, "Hey, you know, you could have done something." I think they're trying to help players learn and help players grow. I think is kind of what's going on. So it's more of it's a teaching moment. And I do love the fact that even though VIP is his opponent, he's like, "Look, hey, you should have won that fight. You shouldn't have thrown away. Should have thrown it away." And I mean, you can kind of say that's like intelligence and that sort of thing. But I feel like in this spirit, it's not, "Hey, my teammate is doing this. You should go after him." It's a, "Hey, you should have pressed your advantage with air because you do have it." And toy bombers are now just gonna murder a bunch of raging Mr. Death and Happy Snake and Happy General with Happy Gen. Yeah. Oh, Cinerale, Molotov, Psycho. A bunch of them have been taken out. I think they lost one. Yeah, they lost one of those battleships. Just catch them. PLA. Says fully. So this game is very much flip-flops. Team 2 is now, you know, tied with Team 1 with players left alive. A lot of the eco does go to Kuwa. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Kuwa should gift over LKH this just in the middle, just for a couple T3 mechs, just to kind of eco better his eco just a little bit. We do have a couple of strat bombers starting to be built by Team 2's Kuwa. Why are they? Wait, these are Cybran. He's not building Cybran. He inherited this. Oh, I think he's building them from here. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, how are you building those? There's a lot of communications going down in chat. I cannot catch everything, of course. And there goes the air fight. Oh, it's a nice engagement. They're getting in behind those ASFs. They're going to fly over some AA, but he's just going to keep the pressure on. Okay, they turn around. The full engagement has occurred. Team 2 gets air control, and not only that, I think they get air dominance as well. Yeah, they get air dominance. Look at that. Team 2 and press stop. That now use all air bombers to go after him. There's fully a second. I say that with emphasis again. A second T3 heavy artillery installation. It was started, and more AAs being spammed up with shields as well. He's control cane, a couple of his stuff to be able to navigate and whatnot. You just needed more strats, and you would have won the game, says Foley. It does look like he did come in and engage. I think I missed the strats. Oh, but they are inbound. A couple of cruisers are going to line the interception point. Oh, one bomb gets away. It's not enough, unfortunately, here for Team 2. Lots of Corsairs, though. They don't... Oh, they're going after Nori himself. Oh, a lot of them do end up dying off. He needed more T3 bombers. Not enough, Kuwa. Oh, that's Nano. ACU, says Kuwa. No, is it? Oh, it is Nano. Yeah, even then, he probably didn't even have enough. Your strategic understanding is very weak, Kuwa. Oh, that's a... Oh, that's a... Ouch. Oh, I'm going to steal that line fully. Your strategic understanding is very weak. Oh, I love that. Not that I love that's being thrown at a teammate, but I just didn't see that's Nano ACU. I don't know if that would have mattered, though. I just don't think he had enough in general. He still has, you know, Team 2 still has air, but Team 1 will start pumping out a bunch of ASFs to counter that hit pretty shortly. Other option is to kill all 3 SMDs. I mean, that is an idea. One has 3 loaded, one has 1 loaded. That's 3. There's only 2 here. Maybe he killed one off. I don't know. But Team 2 is starting to lose more and more territory. Even though now that wasn't enough. Yeah, Foley says that wasn't. He didn't even think about making strats before that. Surprised no one's going satellites as well. We have a UEF, you know, tech on board for Team 2. Surprised there's no, you know, effort to do that. We have a T3 naval headquarters here for Kuwa. I can't deal with the naming mod. This is one of those instances. Naming mod's nice. Like, I know some players use it for when a unit gets veterancy. They can easily go like, oh, that unit has veterancy. But every single unit has a name. This is just, and it's all like happy thinking man of action, happy derping the imp, happy derping sheep, or shul, not sheep. That sheep is spelled wrong. But it's just hard to look at because there's a lot of green text. Again, it'd be different if it was just for veterancy. I'm like, that's not that bad. but still. Artillery focusing on the secondary air grid, which has now become the primary air grid. And no effort to go for T3 artillery, no effort to go for nukes, no effort to go for... I mean, we have a bunch of strats built up, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. I don't even know where they're going. Is Team 1 doing something over in the north that I don't know about? Nope. Not yet. Don't see anything hiding in the edges of the map. Bunch of SAM sites being spread around the map. Strat missile launcher and Strat missile submarine. The form of a Plan B Cybern is being built. A couple of them are being built actually here by Nori. He wants that mobile missile launcher capability in terms of the nuclear variety. 90%. I can't make them load faster, man. 90%. I think he's talking about these. We have this one's almost loaded.
Strategic launch
One has been launched. Where is this one going? It's going for this position up north. A couple of SMDs were built, and there is a Scathus that's just barely started. That's not going to go anywhere, unfortunately. Will that nuclear missile be close enough to hit the T3 naval facility? Now a nuke's going over here to the east. That will definitely land. There's nothing nearby to protect that. There goes the nuclear missile. It is inbound. Boom! Takes out a lot of the engineer support. Does not kill off the facility, though. And there it goes. And second nuke will land here pretty shortly. And kaboom! Takes out some engineers as well. And that's gotta hurt. That eco here for Nori drops him down to 18. Looks like that's where it's gonna sit. 820. I think that's where it's gonna sit. OP mini fast or Omni. Like we have a lot of just fast texting going on here between our teammates, and sometimes it doesn't come out coherently. We have a couple of Zooey over here. I'm gonna go after whatever's on the island that they can reach. Scout him. Says hide strats. Gotta hide those strats. ASF's, running around here in the middle of the map, and Nori is still alive. I mean, I know he's going for a second artillery, which is just ridiculous. Not only is one still online, but he's going to build a second one. Like, that's a lot. Like, this is my island. This is my island. Go away. We have some spy planes inbound to kind of get a nice read out what's going on. And there's a lot, and so they can still see, what's going on. Not one or two. At this stage in the game, you got to send a squadron or two just to see something. Which, yeah, that's a decent amount of, not decent amount, but a small amount of mass to deal with. Those strats are spotted, it looks like, by Team 1. Oh, no. Don't go. Okay, are they going to, hey, go for it or not? Because there are now ASF coming on station to go deal with those strat bombers. There is, again, cruisers coming in line as well. ASFs do come in, take out some of those strat bombers, but the AA defenses are really what's going to take out most of them. Strat bombers are inbound. Will they kill the comm off? A lot of them do die off. Bombs are inbounding. Takes out. Does kill the comm of Nori. And it is now a 2v1 scenario here for Team 2. That was hard, says Foley. Oh, did kill him off. The artillery is still online. That was overkill, says VIP. Well, while it wasn't. He almost didn't even kill him off. I think he needed, if he had 3 or 4 less, he wouldn't even made it. Waiting for it to happen, says Nori. It was even such hard to load my battleships in 3 minutes instead of 5 minutes. They would have never done it without me. Says Foley. Foley. Unfortunately, he's right, says LKH. I mean, Foley was giving a lot of, man in the chair advice. Scout and find Kuwa, says VIP. Play on. They have nothing, says Nori. You can snipe them both, says VIP. So, there is some, hope for Team 1. Of course, we have some of those Plan Bs in the water. They're not out of this game yet. Is there anything going on in the north? No, I don't see it. I'm like waiting for like a YOLO or another Scathus to be built or something just surprising to be thrown at the opponent. But 47 minutes in this game, we should see at least one game ender from somebody. The artillery is still online up north. That needs to be dealt with sooner rather than later. I don't see, again, no efforts to go for game enders. I'm kind of surprised. No, T3, Naval Headquarters. No, I just don't see anything really, like, catching my eye. No, I'm going to look once again. No, I don't see anything weird. Yeah, you would think there'd be something at this point. But 47 minutes in this game, neither team has decided to go for very, very big, flashy moves like a game ender. We saw a lot of strap bombers coming in and deal with Nori. But even Nori said he was just waiting for it. What it sounds like is he was never going to leave. It was either going to be he wins on that island or he dies on that island is essentially what that came down to. But that artillery will still fire at whatever it can. It's going to go after the air grid. Most of it is shielded except for a tiny, tiny little section that is not. Something about in chat about you as a person. Don't know what that's about. We have some strap bombers kind of just hanging out down south. They do get noticed by Team 1. Of course, you have some vision with some T1 mexes. But, ooh, what is this? Ooh, I was waiting for something to appear, and then I found it. It is a Yolana Os, the experimental missile launcher, here at 48.5 minutes in this game. And it is going to be loaded and be created actually pretty quickly, I feel like. Strap bombers going after chickens on the mainland. I don't think the chicken's really doing anything, but taking out experimental for free is, nice. Are you going to finish it off? ASFs are going to try to chase down those strap bombers. That's why they're running away. Happy Raven, happy Alpha Wolf 666, happy Total Luna. Total Luna. They're going to come into some flak and a lot of T1AA. I would prefer probably T2 at this point. Because, I know T1 is cheaper, but that is a lot. That's just a lot of stuff in that water. Artillery constantly raining in on this position down south, trying to take out the air headquarters. At this point, if you know artillery is constantly raining in, you might as well just upgrade one of these to T3 air headquarters just to have a backup. But strap bombers coming in to take out a nuke, anti-nuke silo, an SMD. Do you have the nukes? You have one here. You have two here. So you have two nukes you can fire, and probably the best thing would take out is, oh, that SMD is about to load. That's going to hurt. Oh, it's going to cover most of what you could take out. You do have two nukes. You don't know that, of course. Do you know about the YOLO? You do know about the YOLO. So that should be pinged sooner. We're going to lose this now, says Nori. Foley says, hey, there's a thing over here. And there comes a happy, the imp inbound. Take out that monkey lord. Oh, takes out most of those hit points left. There's a bunch of AA. There's a couple of Medusa in there as well. Then we have, of course, those Plan Bs building those nuclear missiles. And another monkey has been built in the rear. TML his base. Oh, TML down here. But don't think it's going for sniping the SMD. Oh, that's a great play by Team 1's Alice Pole going after that. Oh, it takes out the missile launcher. It looks like a ASF was taken out by a couple of those tactical missiles. But there goes the bomb. It's inbound. Takes out the rest of whatever's there. TMD, says Foley, TMD. But it's too little too late. The nuke defense has been taken out. Team 2 is defenseless, at least on this western side. Needs to rebuild this immediately. Build it in his main base, build somewhere. The artillery is starting to break through those shields, though, which is kind of surprising. Looks like some TMLs were thrown at that as well. Help assist the shielding, or help the demise of the shielding. But we have some of those Rascoms being dropped off down here for reason I don't know. Unfortunately, the artillery from these Hovathams. There's not Hovathams. Are they Hovathams? I think they're Hovathams. With everything name changes, it's hard to... Hovatham? Anyway, the T3 battleships, they just can't crest the hill. It's slightly above. And that's by design, of course, to protect something that's over there, just to not say this position can take out everything. You need more cruisers to kind of lob over it. News for Sam's. Don't patrol, says Nori. And lots of spy planes getting a nice view on things. Team 2 needs to know about this sooner rather than later. It does get pinged by Team 2, and so they will know about it. Strap bombers are going to start being built up to go after that. We have one washer somewhere. Where'd that thing go? Where? I saw it. Unless it got killed. I don't see it. We even have a couple of aces in the water here as well. So we do have a lot of nukes, you know, gearing up for launching. We have another Monkey Lord just going to roll through Team 2's bases. All nuke subs here, says VIP. Our washer on Sam's. Oh, yeah, build some more Sams as they're talking about. Our washer going after some mechs down south. 52 minutes in this game. We have another All Washer. We have 2 of them and a bunch of strap bombers. Will this be enough? I feel like it is. I feel like that's enough. I mean, there's a lot of defenses. There's a couple of shield. Sorry, a couple of 1. Needs to build 1 more at a minimum. Actually, not a minimum. Needs to build 30 at a minimum. 1, that's not enough. We have SMDs. We only have 1. Oh, no, we have a couple of them in the main base. Okay, I was going to say, like, there's only 1. But I feel like the nukes could probably go after the defenses and kind of, you know, soft take them out. But here come those bombers. They are inbound. Will this be enough? 1 and 2 bombs land to take out some of those air defenses. Oh, I don't think that was really worth it, though. You should have just full sent it. Oh. Of course, they're pinging. They're going to turn around once again. Bombers are inbound. And here they come. Strap bombers going after that main target of that YOLO. Flying in with some ASFs for Team 1. Defend, defend. All Washer bomber. Impacts on the ASF. Does not land. If that had landed, that would have killed that YOLO. The YOLO is still alive. A lot of the engineering support was taken out. But that is huge for Team 1. That is huge. The YOLO is not dead, says Foley. You know, it is not dead. That is huge. Rather than right Z, you could ping. End it, says VIP. That is great. That thing. Oh, that is so close. Nuke's going to start to land in here from down south. But there's, I think, enough SMD. There's 1 right here. There's 2 of them in this clip. There's 6 in this one and 4. So we got 12 anti-nukes. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, that was enough. That second bomb from that YOLO, had it landed, it would have killed everything off, and that essentially would have been, I don't know if that would have been game, but it would have been very close to game. Now another nuke launching. It's not enough. You need like 12 more to really do something. These things are, you know, still producing nukes. You need more and more of them. There's another one inbound. That's not going to get anywhere, unfortunately. First YOLO here, says VIP. Yeah, take out the nuke subs and battleships. That's a really good idea, VIP. Trying to eliminate Team 2's offensive capabilities. And now at 55 minutes in this game, I don't... Team 2 was, you know, behind for a while. They got back a little bit, and then they fell behind once again in this scenario in which a YOLO has been... Is it completed yet? Oh, not yet. Well, it's kind of weird because it's severely damaged. I just can't tell how completed it is. I don't think it is, just because it's not fully formed. Yeah, there's a couple like, you know, effects going on that kind of show that it's not done yet. Kind of like this, you can see kind of like a purple mist almost. So probably not. Let's see. No, it's almost done. Yeah, you can see the orange bars on those engineers. Whereas the percentage shows 40% in terms of hit points, but in terms of progress to being finished, that thing is almost done. I just want to tick over and give that. I think the purple haze goes away, so that's not done yet. It was almost done actually when those bombs started to land, and there it is. It is finished, and the detailing does come in a little bit more. And now the nuclear missile is being launched. A bunch of nukes are launching down south. 1, 2, 3 of them. We have 1 more in the clip here. 2 more in the clip, actually. They're going after those air grids and defenses. Oh, that's going to hurt. The SMD was just built. There goes this one. Kaboom! Takes out some RASCOMs in that. The more RASCOMs are going to go down here. And that has got to hurt. Kaboom! Takes out everything for LKH. Actually knocks him out of this game. It's now a 1v1 here. It is Kuwa versus Auspol. And that has got to hurt, folks. I'm going to speed it up. Oh, no, I might not speed it up. It's 56 minutes. It's a little bit over an hour, so I think it should be fine. Right there goes the Oh, there's another nuke. It's inbound for this position. Is there an SMD? Yes, there is. There's 3 of them loaded, and a mass amount of SMDs are being loaded as we speak. I was told you only really need 4 and just assist those 4, and you should be fine. You don't need to build 8 of them, or 6 of them, or 7 of them, however many he built. So,
strategic launch detected.
Where's the... I thought we had a monkey lord over here somewhere. Another nuke is being launched. This time it's from the YOLO, and it's probably going to target whatever's in the cove. Nope. No, where's it going? I wonder where it... no, it'd be a little bit further south if it was going for that. Unless it's on the edge of the cove. I wonder where it's going. Okay, maybe it's going for... Yeah, Kuwa. Yeah, I think it's going for Kuwa's position. There is 2 anti-nuke missiles loaded, so this one will not land. It would have been crazier had he put the YOLO here. That would have been nuts. But I wouldn't put the YOLO there. The fact that 1 artillery is still there and it still hasn't been taken out is crazy to me. It is taken out. There it goes. And a lot, I think more strats are being built over here. Strats actually taking out some of the outside eco, the perimeter eco here for Team 1's Auspol. If the YOLO falls, I don't know if Team 2 has it in the bag. You have a bunch of more, strategic missile subs there. Another nuke is being launched. It's just going to keep landing until it actually hits something. Two of them are loaded, so they'll be fine. Another one's loaded. So they have 3. Oh, but the artillery is starting to chip away at the shields. Ooh, that's not great. And that YOLO is inbound, and it drops short. Well, that's a different nuke. Looks like that's from a Plan B. Takes out some of those defenses over here. And a massive amount of Awasher bombers are going to start being built here pretty soon. All of the battleships did flee. And again, it's an effort to just bomb rush the mainline defenses. How many strats, says Foley, in my opinion, he needs a lot more than that. Probably needs double to triple that at a minimum. You can just strat this YOLO, some scouts to find ASF, says Foley, just to figure out where the ASFs are hiding. And I don't think there are any. There's one up there. And there's not like any air presence at all, which is very weird for a SETON'S game. And there goes another nuke. Where is this one inbound? It's just gonna keep launching until it lands. Oh, artillery comes in, takes out one of the SMDs. Oh, that's gonna hurt. How many are loaded? 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. So still able to wave off another nuclear super missile. You stall E, says Foley. Well, that's the wrong person. No, he's at 37,000. Oh, you stall E. Huh? I don't get that. Oh, he's just saying no, because you don't want to stall it because you want to protect yourself versus that artillery. Takes out that nuke. Another one should be coming out here pretty shortly. Yeah, it's loaded. It's got to launch. Launching those things constantly here. Need to take out. This is the last bastion of Team 2. Once this falls, that's it. That's game. And Nuke is actually going here instead. Oh, that's going to hurt. They're producing an Awasher. The engineers they're stopping. Oh, you're stalling E because he's producing this probably. Oh, that's going to hurt. A couple of those aircraft carriers are going to be caught up in that nuclear bomb. Drop says, move those strats. Oh, it's going to drop a little bit short than the strats, but it's going after the Awashers, and it's too late for those engineers. There it goes. It's gone. Apologies for the yawn there. We have Foley saying, oh, look, there's a Monkey Lord, and there's no ground defenses, and that's not going to go well. Oh, man, Kuwa says, Foley, yeah, that's going to hurt. It's really outplaying you. Why my nukes aren't going to nuke? Why my nukes aren't going to what? I don't know why they're not launching. That's weird. He makes like 3 times your moves with Monkey Lord hold fire. Oh, no, they are not. Saying they were on hold fire. But it doesn't matter. That Monkey Lord is just going to barrel on through, take out all those SMDs. That your 1300 was surprisingly good, though, says Nori. Much better than 1300. Oh, that's a nice compliment for LKH. That's a nice compliment. But all the SMDs are gone, and just in time, because that nuclear missile is here, and it is going to wipe everything off the map. Here it goes, kaboom! If only why would I care about games where someone was blaming the whole time for not even reason. A really hardcore bad, like you didn't kill mid. And it's just a lot of salt going between our teammates here on Team 2. Oh, that's gonna hurt. We have artillery on the western side of the map targeting the land incursion of all of these. Stop with the naming mod. It's too much. It's too much. All these Medusa just running around the map. Nukes launching on the perimeter defenses here. There they go. Taking out oh, but all of them are going for one position though. Oh, that would have been the idea. And the nuke now going after the land incursion here to the east. If I had not gotten the bases, it would have been more difficult. Oh, that's a lot of wasted nukes. I could have taken out a lot of air defenses and then maybe come in with some strats. That would have been the play. You could have done that. Oh, nuke takes out a decent amount of those ASFs too. Oh, I mean, you could have taken out, you know, this, and it would have shored up most of it. Even this, I feel, that could have been in range. There was an opportunity for taking out that YOLO, but I just don't think he paid attention because I have Foley here, so why not to waste nukes? But you don't want to waste nukes. You never want to waste nukes. Nuke coming in takes out one of those battleships, and I think the YOLO is going to target the rest of those battleships. But this is a Havatham. A Hathum. That's what they are. They're Hathums. There's the name. I figured out the name eventually. Oh no, battleships, no, there they go. Up in nuclear hellfire. There it goes. 1 hour, 3 minutes, 30 seconds in this game. Those things are finally taken out, and that has got to hurt. A couple of nuke subs still down here, and Kuwa Klima Kleb has been eliminated. He control Ks, and LKH also control Ks. There is a desync at the very end, but obviously we saw what happened. We saw what transpired, so there was no issues. That was rough. That game was rough. This play from Nori was just ridiculous, would be the word that I would use. Just how the heck did he survive for so long? How the heck was he able to build Team 3 artillery there? Just what the heck? And in terms of MVP, MUP, I mean, Paul did a great job at the end holding strong. He built the YOLO. He got kind of lucky with the Awasha bomber landing on the ASF and not the YOLO. But even then, I think if he lost the YOLO, he could have still come back with his nuclear subs down here. He took out the air grid down south as well. So Team 2 didn't really have a lot of air to speak of. So it would have gone longer, but I think eventually he would have pulled it out. Let me know down in the comments if you think so or not. He deserves the MVP, maybe even most underrated player, the MUP award. Yeah, at least in terms of discussions by the teams. I think the 1300 for LK8 did a great job as well. Definitely played over his rating. And yeah, so again, let me know down in the comments. And hopefully everyone's having a good, happy new year. Again, hit that sub button, hit the like button, comment down below. Let me know how you feel, and I will see all of you in the next one.